Cool. We're live.
Awesome. We are
All right.
live on YouTube.
Yep. What's up, everybody? This is the live predictions episode for the Battle of Ohio podcast. Me and Thomas basically just get on here. We do it during the Thursday night game, which we did, just to be clear, we did forget to make our predictions for this game, but I'm gonna go ahead and say we both would have picked the Buccaneers. So that seems fair to me. I'll give us both the same pick. Game's not over, so if the Eagles do happen to have a big comeback here, which they're doing pretty good on defense right now.
How you know I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers? I could have picked Tom Brady.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean that would have been my logic. I would have picked the Buccaneers. So I'll give us both a win if the Buccaneers pull this off. If they finish this off, if the Eagles pull this off, which they're doing pretty good right now. But if the Eagles pull this off, I'll give us both a loss. I feel like that's fair because at the end of the day, it's not really going to really affect the final standings a whole lot. We probably should have thought about this before we started recording the main podcast, but we didn't. So that's pretty much how I'm going to handle this. Fourth down. Eagles got a chance, man.
I'm telling you, man. Shoot, they're down by 14. I see. Look, I think I'm becoming a big fan of Jalen Hurts because he took Carson Wentz's job, and he should have took Carson Wentz's job earlier in the season last year because we did. The Eagles might have made the playoff last year, but that ain't here there.
Baby Dak. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into these predictions. Start talking about who we think's going to win what game.
Awesome.
So, first game we got to talk about this week is probably one of the absolute worst, least watchable games to have in the entire season. No, sort of. You got the Miami Dolphins going to Jacksonville to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, this is going to be...
They're not playing in Jacksonville.
They're not playing in Jacksonville?
No, they're playing... I think it's in England, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. So, still kind of more or less a home game for the Jaguars because London has kind of adopted them.
Yeah, they did.
But the Dolphins... Oh my God! Did the Eagles just give them that first down? What a joke! Okay, so the Dolphins, I believe, are getting Tua Tagovailoa back this week, so that's something to take into account. But that might actually be a hindrance because Tua has not been playing so well this year, and Jake Brisket, for all his sins, has kind of provided some spark here and there.
Yeah, they're playing in England. By the way, Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Trevor Lawrence. I'm sorry, Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than what's his name? Tua Tagovailoa.
He's a way better quarterback.
It's not
regardless of what happens later on in Trevor's career. Right now, he's a better quarterback than Tua because he hasn't been ruined. Tua's had injuries and bad coaching, etc. And Tua's had bad coaching, but it hasn't had time, I think, to affect him heavily yet.
All right, so Kyle, this is gonna really hurt me to do, but I gotta talk positive about Urban Meyer.
What is there positive to say about Urban Meyer?
Not a lot, but to justify my prediction, I have to do it. He's not. First of all, Urban Meyer better thank God for John. I'm not even gonna say that. Not even gonna say that. Not even gonna finish that sentence. I'm just gonna stop. I caught myself before I said something stupid. Kyle.
Probably wise.
You know I was going with that. A lot of people, y'all could have put the math together.
Well, you wouldn't be the first person to make that claim.
All I'm saying is Urban Meyer got bailed out. He got bailed the hell out. You are so lucky, Urban Meyer. But not only that, it goes back to my theory that I really don't think. Dang, this is tough for me, man. This is what I'm gonna say. Trevor Lawrence really haven't looked bad the last couple of weeks. Honestly, before the whole drama with Urban Meyer happened, the the Jaguars actually going the right direction. Like they play a really good game against the Bengals. They play really tough. They played well against who they played last week? Titans. They didn't play bad against the Titans. Honestly, Trevor Lawrence don't look that bad. Trevor Lawrence actually look pretty good. They should be able to handle it. They should be able to handle the Dolphins. I think that this is going to be a game they win. I think that Urban Meyer is going to coach his ass off on Sunday. He's going to have to because Urban Meyer, every game that he's coaching is for his career, not just like for his NFL career. Is for his career. Like Urban Meyer, the pressure's on, and I don't
agree with that at all. I think
he goes.
I think if Urban Meyer flames out in the NFL, he's going to go
right. He go back to college. He could. Yeah, he can. I think any college team. I think any college school would take him back. You're right. But I really do think that this is going to be a pride thing for her. I don't think I said this on a main podcast about Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham. There's too much pride when you're playing athletics. You got too much pride to just roll over and die. And I know teams do it all the time, but it's right there. And if I just really do think that Urban Meyer got a lot of pride left. I think this is going to be a game that Urban Meyer coaches his ass off. And I do think that there is a coaching ability there. This guy can coach. Like, he didn't win those championships for no reason. He can coach. He can't coach consistently on the NFL level. I'm not going to say he can, but I say I can coach really good for one game. I think he had the ability to coach really good for one game. And do I think Trevor Lawrence had the ability to outplay Tua Tagovailoa for one game? Yes, I do think that he can. And I think he will. And I do think that the Jaguars will score points against this Dolphins team. And I don't think the Dolphins are going to score a lot of points at all. So give me the Jaguars. That hurts me to say. Oh, my God. I want to see them go over 17 so bad. Oh, my God.
I'm going to go over 17 because I agree with you. I agree with you. I think this is the week where the Jaguars get their first win of the season because I just, Miami's a mess right now, dude. Like,
I know. Curse you, Miami.
I don't like Brian Flores as a head coach. I didn't like him when all that hype was coming out, and everybody's like, well, he's one of the best young coaches in the NFL. And I'm like, I don't know. There's some issues there. I don't know. I don't feel like
it's the East Coast, dude. The East Coasters do not have good football. There is no team
when Tom Brady plays there.
There is no team on the East Coast that have a good football team. And I know what you're going to say. The Bills. The Bills are on the East Coast. They're not on the coast.
Well, I was going to say the Patriots. I mean, I know they're not great right now.
I mean, like right at this very moment of time in 2021, name a good team that plays on the East Coast.
Are we still counting the Panthers?
I mean, they're okay. The Panthers are the best. But are the Panthers Super Bowl contenders?
Well, we thought they were until
they're okay. They're not bad. The Panthers are a good team. In fact, I think they found their quarterback in Sam Darnold. But okay, I give you the Panthers. I give you the Panthers. But there's a lot of teams that play on the East Coast, and for all those teams to be bad, like not just bad, horrible. Like we got the football team, the Giants, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Jaguars.
Fair enough. All right. So next game we got on the docket is the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. What do you got?
Houston Texans and Indianapolis Colts. You know what? Look, so on the low, like I know, like I said, what's the quarterback? Patty Mills. Is that his name? Not Patty Mills. Yeah, Davis Mills. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been playing that bad for real for a rookie. I mean, honestly, I'm telling you, I mean, like if you look at his stats, but those are like filler stats. You really think about it. So, Carson Wentz, as much trash as you are, he had 400 yards last game. He played a good game against the Ravens. They didn't close. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles this game. Not the Eagles, the Colts. I keep thinking Carson Wentz played for the Eagles. You trash, Carson. Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Colts here too. I think the Colts are a better football team than the Houston Texans, just straight up. I think the Texans have some places to go beyond like long term. I think there's something here now. I mean, maybe they need to get rid of Jack Easterby. Maybe they need to get their heads out of their asses in certain areas. But there is some talent, and I don't think that they're going to be like a 1-16 type team. But I also don't think they're going to win a lot of games, and I think the Colts are a better team than what their record indicates. So
yeah, I do too.
I mean, it's just like the way we saw them play against the Ravens until the tail end. It's like I don't see them coming out completely flat against the Texans. I don't.
They play against a weak. They play in a weak division. They should be able to. They'll catch up. There's 17 games in the season. Like right. I think this season's gonna feel really long. I think that extra game is gonna make a difference. This season's gonna feel really long, and I think the Colts actually have a chance to with 17 making the playoffs. As bad as the AFC really is, the AFC really isn't that good this year. It's very top heavy. I really think there's a lot of pretenders in the AFC. I think the Colts could get back into this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm especially in their division. So yeah, give me the Colts.
Okay. So next we got the Battle of the Pretenders. We got the Denver Broncos
versus the Las Raiders. As soon as you said it, I knew who you were talking about. Because literally, when I made that statement about there being a lot of pretenders in this in AFC, that was literally the game I was looking at. So I'm happy. Like that's how you know our frame is. I think is on the same level. Yeah. This is tough for me. Man, this is actually a tough game for me because I don't really. Both of these teams, where it strikes me as they have a lot of talent in certain areas, but it's not consistent, sustainable talent. Mm-hmm. The only thing about this game is it comes down to me is how does the Vegas Raiders react to all the drama that's surrounding their team right now? That's what it comes down to for me. How do they react to it? Are they a team that's going to fold under it and they're just going to give up for the rest of the season? Because this season is still very young. They're still very early and they're still very much into the playoff race in this season. So are they going to be able to, Carr is not a bad quarterback at all. And they have a good receiver. They have a couple good receivers on that team. They have a good running back on that team. It's not a bad team at all. They're not a bad team. I just don't know. And the Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater shows flashes here and there, but how good is he really? You go first in this one. It's tough for me.
Broncos. Because I think the Raiders are about to just melt the hell down. I think... Okay. I think the way John Gruden kind of left, I think especially some of the players, you got Carl Nassib, the first and only openly gay player in NFL history.
Yeah.
You got, some of those personalities on that team, man, you can't tell me they're not affected by what happened with John Gruden, this coach.
Oh, yeah.
Trust, who, you've let, into your locker room, who you've let, turn you into this, thing, who you've tried to buy into their system and just boom, out of nowhere, he's gone and, you got to just completely pivot away and, process the things. It's yeah, that's what professionals do. But at the same time, I think sometimes there's how do I say this? Sometimes there's a amount of time it takes to process these things. And I don't think the Raiders are a very good football team in the first place. I think, I said it every win they had early in the season. I was just like, my God, this is a sloppy ass team. Like when they beat the Ravens, I was using that as an example of why the Ravens aren't any good. Because I was like, this Raiders team didn't play well either. When they beat the Steelers, it was a sloppy win. It's just they had a good start to the season, but it didn't look good in the process. And there are a lot of issues for that team. I think they were taking advantage of the early season chaos. But this is already not a very good football team. Yes, Derek Carr is a very good quarterback. But overall, the football team is not very good. This is not a good football team. And you've got all of this drama, and you've got all these distractions, and you've got all of these emotions. I just, I could see this, being a collapse. Oh, my God, he missed the kick.
Yeah, kickers have not been good this year.
Kicks? And that's Jake Elliott, too. That's the guy that, Bengals fans anointed as like, the next great Bengals kicker when he went to, when he went to Philadelphia and won them a Super Bowl. And I mean, he can't make kicks either. Maybe I owe an apology to Evan McPherson, and maybe Packers fans owe an apology to Mason Crosby, because nobody's making kicks this week.
I mean, the Browns kicker looking a lot better than I thought he would. But it won't matter of time until he start messing things up.
But anyway, that's just my thought process about the Raiders, man. I don't see any scenario in which this turns out anything good for this football team. I could see them basically being like, I'm not saying they won't win another game this season, but I am saying that they're suddenly going from like, a team that you think is going to be part of the playoff picture to a team that is not going to be part of the playoff picture.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and agree with you. I mean, like, I do think that, like I said, I think that this is going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to rally behind this, or they're going to crumble. Yeah, give me the Broncos. The Broncos is just a team that's going to take advantage of this drama. Give me the Broncos.
I think the Broncos are also primed for like a bounce back game. They've had 2 bad games in a row, and
I agree. Give me the Broncos.
All right. So next on the docket, I should probably come up with a different word to use there, because I use that for like every transition we have. I call it the docket.
Sure.
So next on the list, we got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Nashville to play the Titans.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this my big upset of the week. I know it's technically not a huge upset, but you're gonna call it a big upset of the week because it's a big game. This Titans team is always a threat. I think this Titans team would beat anybody. Partially because of that monster they got a running back. Ryan Tannehill is really not a bad quarterback. He doesn't get respect. You still have Julio Jones there. This Titans team would beat anybody, especially when they're playing at home. Now this Bills team, they look dangerous. That defense look for real. What they just did to the Chiefs is just nasty. It's gonna be back-to-back weeks I pick against the Bills. But maybe I am scared of the Bills. Maybe I'm not. But I'm picking this as my big upset of the week because I think that this Titans team have the ability to beat the Bills, and I think they will beat the Bills. I think I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of I'm just really liking this. They're not as good as they were the last couple of years, but maybe it's them trying to get on the same page with each other. So I think the Titans can win this game. Okay. I think the Titans will win this game.
All right. I don't. I respect what you're saying though, and I mean, like it is. I think it counts as an upset. I think the Bills are the best team in football right now.
Yeah, I agree.
The Titans are fine, but I don't think they're anywhere near on the Bills level. So if you're calling the Titans to win this game, I think that counts as an upset for sure.
All right, cool. I mean, any given Sunday, homie, or any given Monday.
I'm gonna go with the Bills because the Bills are just absolutely goddamn unstoppable right now.
Any given Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely, any given Sunday, and it is in Nashville. The Titans are not a bad football team. I could totally.
Yeah, they're not. It's gonna. Yeah,
but the Bills are.
Yeah, they're good.
A juggernaut right now. Like, I mean, the fact that the fact that the Steelers came in and took advantage of like a Bills team that hadn't really quite figured out what they were doing just yet in week 1. It's kind of a travesty that the Bills are currently not an undefeated team because they really should be an undefeated team. Yeah, and honestly, they probably should have beaten the Steelers. They just kind of couldn't get it done at the end. But nobody's better than the Bills right now. And I don't see that stopping just because Derrick Henry is, a monster. But other
They're
than
good.
that, I say the Bills are going to take this one
They're good. All right, who we got next on the docket?
on the docket. We got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Football Team.
Chiefs.
So you think the Chiefs are going to bounce back?
Do I think Patrick Mahomes is going to bounce back against the Washington Football Team? Yes. I know the Chiefs have been struggling, man, but
and the football team ain't that bad.
Yeah, I know they're not, but like I said earlier in this episode, there's a list this season. I really do think that this 17-game season, that one game, is going to make this season seem a lot longer than what it is. I really think that one game could make a difference, because one game in the NFL can make a difference.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, they got a lot of ground to make up. And I think it starts this week.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think this is a game where the Washington Football Team could win, but to be honest with you, I think the Chiefs are, the Chiefs I think are still the same team they've always been. They've just kind of been, having a little bit of trouble getting the engine revving this year.
They got a slow start, man.
I don't think they're that much different. I think that getting some of these new pieces to work together exactly the way you need them to has, kind of been a struggle so far for Kansas City this year. Mm-hmm. But I think it's going to start to get going at some point. And the Washington Football Team, I said they're not a terrible team, but they're also not a very good team. So, I don't know. I could see Patrick Mahomes shredding this defense.
Patrick Mahomes going to go on a hot streak.
This could be a similar game to the Chiefs game against the Eagles.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is going to go on a hot streak, and then he's going to be like, come on, man. Right. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think the Chiefs are going to win Super Bowl this year. I don't think the Chiefs are.
Oh, I don't think they're going to win. The Super Bowl
I still think they're going to make a run, and they're going to be like 69 to 75% of themselves.
Nice. All right. So next we got the Dallas Cowboys traveling to Foxborough to play the Patriots.
Oh, I was actually looking at this one. This one actually intrigues me. I was actually saying on other podcasts, I think that I said this multiple times on this podcast too, that there's only two quarterbacks in the NFL I'll take over Dak Prescott. Man, I love Dak Prescott. Oh man. Him going to Foxborough to play the Patriots. It's going to be fun. You can never count out Bill Belichick. I still feel like Bill Belichick can put together a game plan, beat any team, but I don't think he will beat any team. Give me the Cowboys.
Yeah, for sure, man. Dak Prescott has just been on another level this year. And the Cowboys finally got the rest of their team kind of really in that position that they really kind of needed to be last year to be truly competitive. So it's a lot of people are saying the NFC East is still the NFC least. And it's that is true. The NFC East mostly looks pretty bad, but I think the Cowboys broke out. The Cowboys broke out of that mold, and they're the clear leaders. And I think they're a much better team than the Patriots right now. So I agree. Give me the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we got going now to all NFC games. And we got the Green Bay Packers traveling to Chicago to play the Bears.
I don't think Green Bay are as good as they should be. I don't think they reach their potential, and I don't really think this Bears team's that bad for real. Honestly, it's a rivalry game, the oldest rivalry in sports, they call it, or an NFL. But still, with that said, I'm still going with the Packers. I still think the Packers should be able to get it done against the Bears.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers still Aaron Rodgers.
All right. I am going to make this game my big upset of the week.
This is good. That's a good one. I was thinking about it. Look, I was thinking about it. Trust me. That's a good one.
Well,
Go ahead.
if you recall, I did this last year, and I kind of got made a fool by Mitch Trubisky.
I don't think. I think Justin Fields.
I think Justin Fields is fine. I'm not. I think the Bears as a team are really kind of starting to get things together.
I think you might come out looking like a genius at the end of this one. I think this one might help you make it look. I think this might make you look like a genius.
Part of it is, like I said, I think the Bears are a much better team than people have been giving them credit for. And I think the Packers are a good team, but the Packers are also a very injured team right now. You saw. I mean, okay, first of all, I think the Bengals are a good football team, so it's not necessarily say like, oh, they barely beat the Bengals, but they still barely beat the Bengals.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, again, I think the Bengals are a good football team, but I think the Packers showed a lot of weakness last week, and a lot of that, I think they still got Aaron Rodgers. When you got Aaron Rodgers, fun things are going to happen for your football team. But I don't know if it's going to be enough against a Bears team that has been a lot more efficient lately. Really put a hurting on the Raiders last week. Mostly defensively, but still they got the job done in a convincing way. And so and that was before, by the way, the John Gruden news broke. So I mean, the Raiders were still playing like just normally.
Yeah.
So I think that the Bears, especially being at home, I think the Bears are going to take this game, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how this division race starts going.
Okay, that's gonna be fun. Hey man, that's a good one. That's a good one because that was the only reason why I was thinking about it, but I wasn't. I always had trouble betting against the Packers on that, but like I guess his reputation. The reason I went with the Bills losing over the Packers because the Packers been a winning team longer than the Bills. So I guess that's like my old school NFL thinking.
Yeah,
I probably shouldn't think that way because I literally made a song about changing your framework of thinking. But you know what though, I like that pick. That's a good pick, man. That's a good pick for upset of the week. I like that. Shout out to you, man. That's a good pick.
There you go.
I won't disagree with you. I'm still going with the Packers, but that's a good pick.
Yes, all right, next we got the Los Angeles Rams traveling all the way across the country to New Jersey to play the Giants. What you got?
All right. I give you this. I think the Giants will make it close. Nah, what I'm saying, Giants gonna win. I'm not Giants. I'm sorry. Do not put that down. Do not put that down. Do not put that down.
I don't know.
Rams are going.
Sounds like
no.
You said
Rams are
Giants.
going to win. No, I said it by mistake. Trust me. I said that by mistake. You better put down Rams. I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna write this down somewhere. I said Rams.
Ooh, Thomas, these Eagles are knocking on the door.
Dude. What I tell you, man, freaking Jalen Hurts, dude.
What if they pull it off?
See, what was funny though? It was like I was thinking about saying something before the game because I was going back and forth with it. I was like going to text you and tell you my pick, but I was actually kind of sort of going back and forth with it because I was actually going back and forth with this because I really do believe in Jalen Hurts that much, and Thursday night games are weird, man. And then Tom Brady has an injury right now, and I know Tom Brady dealt with injuries his entire career, but he's in his 40s, man. I was thinking about texting you saying, hey, I might predict this upset just to be fun, but I didn't because I'm not gonna bet against Tom Brady. I'm not gonna bet against Tom Brady. I'm just not gonna do it.
All right.
This game is getting interesting, though. I'll tell you that for sure.
It is definitely interesting. They're on the 1 yard line.
Anyway, you better put down Rams. You better put down Rams. That's all I care about. I better be down.
Yeah, of course I'm picking the Rams.
Okay, cool. And I'm saying you better pick me down with the Rams because I picked the Rams.
Okay.
I said that.
I put you down for the Rams. I am also. Oh no, the Buccaneers, man! What are you doing?
Yeah, they got pass interference in the end zone. I don't want to give it away to you.
Was it pass interference or was it holding?
Yeah, one of the two.
Oh, I don't know.
It was something they wasn't supposed to be doing.
I don't know, man. Oh, this is gonna be. They're about to make this game interesting, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man. Just running in, man. Don't do anything stupid, Philadelphia.
Yeah, come on,
Don't
like
do it.
Jalen Hurts right up the middle. Let's see what we do.
Ah.
Jalen Hurts lines up in the shotgun. He's communicating to his offensive lineman. He's got a running back to his left. He takes the snap, hands it off, and he is stuffed. Oh, he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He's back to the 2.
So I say, That
did not work out. So,
all right.
How was that, Thomas, with the run on the ball? Didn't work out so well.
Eagles suck, dude. Man, the Eagles freaking suck, man. How you have a very talented quarterback, sucky team?
Hey, but that holding penalty gave him a fresh set of downs.
Y'all deserve Carson Wentz, Philadelphia.
Second down, Jalen Hurts.
There you go, Jalen Hurts. There you go, Jalen. There you go, Jalen. There you go, Jalen.
With his running back
there you go, Jalen.
Right this time. Takes a snap, and he runs it in himself for the touchdown.
I think I might buy me a Jalen Hurts jersey.
That'd be interesting. By the way, Thomas. So for anybody listening, by the way, me and Thomas are going to be doing a we're going to be broadcasting an NFL game for Colorcast for Monday Night Football next week. So if y'all want, go download the Colorcast app and check us out for Monday Night Football next week. But
it'll be fun.
Thomas, I just realized this though. You're always ahead of me on these games, so might need to practice not giving away what's happening.
Oh, I won't. It'll give me time to prepare my what I would say next week.
There you go. Oh, it looks like they're lining up for 2.
Yep.
That's an interesting decision. Like, why would you like? I mean, why? I don't know. Taking the shotgun snap. And he's looking around, throws, and well, they got it.
Yeah, you know, Jalen Hurts, man. He's showing you something. He's showing you something right now.
And I'm just confused here about like Nick Sirianni. Why are you going for 2 there? Because I mean, like, yeah. Now they got the 2, so that's an extra point.
Well, here's the thing though. Why in modern day NFL? Why wouldn't you go for 2?
Well, because 2-point conversions are still like, I mean, from an analytical perspective, 2-point conversions are like much less successful than extra points.
I mean, it's starting to catch up to each other though.
Not that
much. You got kickers missing extra kicks. You got kickers missing extra kicks, and then you had I don't know.
It just seemed like a weirdly risky move. I mean, you got it. So that's great. But, I mean, what did you really get? You got, like now if you drive down the field, you can win it as opposed to tie it.
Heck yeah, man. Going to Tom Brady.
Fine, but do you really need that?
Yes. You do not want to go. I do not want to play Tom Brady in overtime.
Well, okay. But, again, you're risking losing, though. Well, okay, actually, I guess I kind of get it because you can go for the 2-point conversion again. Since you would be down 8, so then you're forced to go for the 2-point conversion. So you're essentially, I guess, you're giving yourself 2 chances at the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, let's get to the next game.
All right, next game we got the Minnesota Vikings going to Carolina, going to Charlotte to play the Panthers. So what do you think about this one, Thomas?
I'm actually going to go with the Vikings this game.
Okay. That's fair. Whoa. Shit.
Okay, so as you drop whatever you just dropped, I've been going, I was actually going back and forth with this one in my head because I was thinking about making this my big upset of the week, but, I don't really consider that big of upset. I mean, I know Sam Darnold is looking good this year. Kyle, I don't know where the hell you just went, but
I dropped a beer. I've got to clean it up.
Oh, party foul.
Right.
So anyway,
continue.
Sam Darnold has played really freaking good this year. But at the same time, the Vikings really aren't as bad as their record. And they're going to start winning some of these games. Like that receiver, Jeffries, is really good. He's primed for a good game. And then Adam Thielen and Devin Cook and then that rookie running back they got.
You talking about Alexander Madison?
Yeah, the Eagles might win this game, dude.
That would be interesting if they did. I would be fascinated. I would honestly take the loss in the predictions just because that would just be fascinating game to watch. Like, like lately we've been like tuning in to these games because we've been recording so late lately.
Mm-hmm.
We've been tuning into these games and doing these like prediction reactions, like kind of as the game's already over and the games just haven't been all that. Like by the time we get to it, the game's like we already kind of know what's happening. So I mean, like at the very least, this is fascinating to watch. Getting a little chippy there, man.
Yeah, no, I was looking at that. So who you got between between Sam Darnold versus Cousins?
So wait, you said the Vikings?
You want the Vikings?
All right. Well, yeah, as much as oh my God, he tripped.
Yeah. Start talking smack as soon as he gets up. Like, yeah, I'm the stuff. I'm Antonio Brown, baby. That's what I think. That's how I think Antonio Brown sounds in my head.
So he probably still got the first down, right? Because he rolled toward it.
Yeah, he might have.
He didn't get touched. So
yeah, they gave him the first down. They gave him the first down.
Yeah. He wasn't giving himself up. He just tripped. But anyway, I would like to foster an environment of competition, but I am finding myself doing nothing but agreeing with you on these picks. The Minnesota Vikings, I think, are much better than what their record indicates, and the Carolina Panthers, I think, are much worse than what their record indicates. Like as Sam Darnold goes, so does the Panthers. And Sam Darnold looked like he was seeing ghosts last week. It seemed like New York all over again. Except the difference is, you can't really blame your team this time. Like, the Panthers are a good team, so if Sam Darnold's playing like that, that's all on Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold. Who you gonna blame? Who you gonna blame when the ghosts go find you?
So yeah, I think I think the Minnesota Vikings are going to pull this game out because I think all around, probably all around the better football team here.
Yeah.
So, all right, and so that's all we have for non-AFC North games. So now it's time to get into the fun part.
Ooh, this is gonna be some fun ones. Do we know the Steelers won first, and then the Ravens won
first?
Because the Ravens won gonna be
Seahawks traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I am gonna go with the Seahawks. I kind of alluded to this on the podcast. Mm-hmm. I think that I really do think Geno Smith really didn't play that bad. He's also a veteran quarterback in this league, and I think veteran quarterbacks in this league will oftentimes have hot streaks. Now, there's a reason why he's not a starter quarterback. He's not going to be Wilson, but I think that he can get hot. I think that he can get hot this game. I think that he could have a good performance against. The Buccaneers are going to win this game. But I think he get hot against the. I think he get real hot against the Steelers. I know it's Sunday night and you're in Pittsburgh and the Steelers Stadium is Steelers Stadium, but Ben Roethlisberger haven't really been Ben Roethlisberger, and that kid DK Metcalf, he is a beast, and that's really all the offense you need to just beat Pittsburgh. Really.
Yeah. Ben Roethlisberger's a veteran too.
Yeah, but he's a veteran who can't throw the ball.
He's a fat veteran.
He's a loser. You suck, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh does suck. However, unfortunately, I also think Seattle sucks. I think Seattle is basically nothing without Russell Wilson. And I think it's one of the last opportunities the Steelers are going to have for a relatively easy game this year. Outside, they also play the Lions, but other than that, I don't think the Steelers are going to have too many more opportunities to come away with the win. So I think they're going to do it this week against the Seahawks, especially since it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Now, had this been in Seattle, we'd be having a different conversation. But, I don't like picking the Steelers. It always hurts my soul when I have to do it. But I try to be objective, and I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this particular game.
Okay. I got you.
So let's see. What do we got next? Next, we got the Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens.
I'm going back and forth for this one. I'm really going back and forth for this one. The thing I'm tripping on.
You know what I'm tripping on? The fact that the Eagles looked like they were about to pull this massive defensive hold off, and now they look like trash out of nowhere.
What happens when you get in the face of a player? Don't make the other team mad at you. Like, you're playing as Super Bowl champs, you idiots. You go first on this one, man.
Okay, so on the Chargers and Ravens, I'm gonna take the Chargers on this one, man. Okay, so I'm going to say this: if the Ravens do win this game, it's gonna make it very hard for me to continue feeling like they're going to lose to the big teams. But as I also said, I don't know if they've really beaten anybody super spectacular yet. I know they beat the Chiefs, but are the Chiefs really anything? I don't know. They won in spectacular fashion against the Colts, but it was the Colts. Watching what the Chargers did to y'all last week. And watching the way that Ravens defense played for most of the game. I don't see, even Lamar Jackson is not going to be able to save the Ravens in this week. I don't think. It's just a bad match.
I'm gonna agree with you. The thing is that I was thinking the Chargers in my head the whole time, and I was waiting for you to say something to convince me to take the Ravens. And I was like, there gotta be something. There gotta be a reason to take the Ravens here, because the thing is though is that the Ravens really did look really, really bad against a bad football team last week. They looked really bad actually against the Colts. Yeah. And they shouldn't. The Chargers are for real, man. That game between the Browns and the Chargers was a game between two heavyweights, two of the top teams in the AFC. That game was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie. There's, I think, plenty of reasons to potentially pick the Ravens here. I don't think it's crazy to say the Ravens.
It's that flight for me that gets. It's that flight across the entire country to play a football game. That's what's not sitting well for me, man. That's what's unsettling to me.
Well, that plus the extra quarter you had to play against the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers. I'm agreeing with you. Give me the Chargers. Chargers.
All right.
Let's go Chargers.
Oh, well, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely rooting for the Chargers.
That means if that happens, that means a week from today, the Browns will be in sole possession of first place for the AFC North.
Oh, we'll see.
I think I just gave away my prediction.
We'll see. Well, then let's go ahead and jump to that one then. We got the Arizona Cardinals going to Cleveland to play the Browns. What do you think is going to happen, Thomas?
I think the Browns are not only going to beat the Cardinals, but I think they're going to embarrass the Cardinals. I think it's about to be fun on Sunday for Cleveland. I think the game's going to be close in the first half. I think the Browns are going to play. Man, dude. I know this Cardinals defense is as good as it is. But there's something to be said about this Browns team. First of all, I still believe this Browns team can beat anybody in the league. But there's something to be said about this Browns team when they're pissed off, when they have something to prove. Every single time this team has something to prove, they prove it. I remember last year when they played against Titans, everybody was going like, "Oh, the Browns can't do this, and this is Titans." And they did it. But not only that, Arizona. And here I might bring up Arizona's schedule. The Browns, the two losses the Browns have is against the Patrick Mahomes Chiefs and the team that we just talked about, the Chargers, right? Arizona this year barely beat the Vikings. They allowed more points than we did against the Vikings. They beat the Jaguars. They did have an impressive win over the Rams. And man, they won by a touchdown over the 49ers. The 49ers is a good team, but not a great team. But I don't know, man. Actually, nah, I don't got nothing to say about their schedule. That's negative. They're pretty good. They're pretty damn good. But they are having COVID issues. Give me the Browns. I'm not picking them. I'm not picking the Browns, dude. That stadium is rocking. That stadium's louder than ever. That defense gets for real in that stadium. Give me the Browns. I think the Browns are gonna turn some heads this weekend. I think the Browns are gonna come out of the thing like 5-0. It's time for us to show the league what we're made of. And this is gonna be a rival moment for the Browns. This is gonna be the weekend of the Browns show the league that we are a Super Bowl contender. Give me the Browns.
I'm back and forth on this one, man. I really am.
For me, honestly, though, the offense is going to show up. How that defense is going to do?
Well, we know the Cardinals can win high-scoring and low-scoring games, so
yeah.
But
in a low-scoring game, would you trust? In a low-scoring game, would you trust the Browns more or the Cardinals more, considering the running backs?
Well, in a low-scoring game, I mean, I'd probably take Baker Mayfield over Kyler Murray in a low-scoring game. As far as running backs, obviously the Browns. I take the Browns running backs in any situation over the Cardinals running
Connor
backs.
Sucks. James Conner sucks. Edmund, you my dude. Chase, holla to you.
Man, I'm honestly, I'm of like 14 different minds on this one, man.
I know this is gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a fun game on Sunday. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying by it being a blowout. It's gonna be a fun game, but I do think the Browns are gonna arrive. I think it's gonna be a rival moment for the Browns this weekend.
Yeah. I'll go with the Browns.
Yeah.
I think the Browns.
And I don't care about being right. I'm just happy you agree. I'm just happy you picked my team because I'm always saying all these positive things about your team, and it just feels good that you just like. It just feels like you just go, you know what, Thomas? I'll give you this one. I will give you this one. I like.
Hey! I say plenty of positive things about the Browns when I feel.
Oh yeah, you do.
I call the Bengals out plenty too. You know, I try, like I said, I try to be a little.
You keep it real.
I mean, this is a fan podcast. We're both fans, and we're both going to be fans. But I still try to be as objective.
Oh, I'm a homer. I ain't gonna front with y'all. I'm a homer.
I can be a homer, but I don't know. I feel like it's I feel like it's more fun to try to be, at least somewhat objective when it comes to picking the games and stuff. Because I'm a homer, you just know I'm going to pick the Bengals every single time. If I got some real shit to say about it, then maybe you lean in a little bit. Like, what's he going to say this time? I don't know. I
can't wait till November 7th.
Close matchup, but at the end of the day, I think I trust the Browns defense a little more than I trust the Cardinals defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, just to be completely honest, I don't really even though they're 5-0, I've been pretty skeptical about the Cardinals in general. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is as good of a head coach as he seems. And I by far and away give the coaching check mark to Kevin Stefanski. So I'd say overall, I think the Browns are a better built team than the Cardinals, but this one's gonna be close, man. Like for real, like this one could really go either way, and I wouldn't really be shocked either side. Like I mean, like the Browns can win, the Cardinals can win. We could come in if the Cardinals win, we're both gonna have to come on here and explain why we thought that it was gonna go the other way. But my explanation is just really going to be like, man, I'd really just kind of flip the coin in my head. I thought, dude, I could have gone either way.
I just really do think that Odell Beckham, Baker Mayfield. This is a game for them to prove themselves.
Well, you know how I feel about Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll talk about it Tuesday.
All right. So the last game that we have to talk about is the Cincinnati Bengals going to Detroit to play the Lions. What's your prediction on this one, Thomas?
I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions. No, I'm joking, dude. Give me the Bengals.
I was about to say.
I think Jamar Chase is gonna have just a Jamar Chase game. That kid is feeling it. That kid is feeling good. That kid is just balling every week, man. He's getting open. He's getting separation. He's making every week he makes that one big play. This week I think we may have 3 of those. Give me the freaking Lions. I think Joe Burrow. If you have Joe Burrow on your fantasy, and unfortunately the person I'm going against have Joe Burrow starting in his fantasy this year. Yeah, man. Give me the definitely give me the give me the Bengals.
Yeah. I can really genuinely not think of any reason to not take the Bengals in this game. Like, I mean, there are ways that the Bengals can kind of like crap the bed here, like it's the, potentially there's some trap game stuff going on here. The Lions have played it close in a lot of different, games this year. I mean, it's by no means as much of a gimme as it really seems like, but at the same time, I think the Bengals really should be shooting, and we talked about this on the podcast. I think the Bengals should be shooting for a decisive win here, not, a close win. Like, go beat up on the Lions. Go
show people that y'all are a playoff team.
Show the NFL that, keeping it close with the Packers wasn't a fluke,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
And I don't exactly know how they're going to win this game, but I do have a feeling they're probably going to win it either way.
Man, I really wish y'all beat the Packers. I thought y'all had the Packers. I was so certain y'all had the Packers too.
Partly, I think the Bengals are going to win this game because they're playing in a dome, so Evan McPherson doesn't have to worry about headwinds.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna be fine. Y'all gonna be fine.
All right. So that's all we got for predictions this week. Looks like we disagree on the Bears-Packers game.
Mm-hmm.
We disagree on Steelers and Seahawks. And we disagree on Bills-Titans. And other than that, we pretty much predicted the same games this week. So, worst case scenario, no matter what happens, we're only going to be separated by a maximum of 3 games this week.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, I'm so happy you picked them. Oh my god. That just confirms. Oh my god, Kyle. All right. Well, look, you go ahead and close it. I'm gonna get up off this, man, but I'm really excited about this week. November 7th is just around the corner. That's less than a month away. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to show off for that. That's gonna be fun. Thank you, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody who's watching this, the people who've been watching this live stream, the people who are not watching live stream who watch it later, the people who watch this 10 years in the future when we're famous. Yeah. Shout outs, man. We appreciate it. We really do appreciate it.
By the way, everybody, if you're wanting to check out NordVPN, who is they're what do you call it? Supporting us right now. I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but if y'all can definitely help out what we're doing here by going and signing up for NordVPN, which is a fantastic service, which has been really great to me. I've been a customer of theirs for about 1.5 years now, and I've really enjoyed their service. So I left a link in the comments, so go click that link and you'll get 69% off of your first 3 months of NordVPN, which I think equates out to $3.67 a month, which is a tiny little fraction just to make sure that your personal info is kept safe. And also my favorite part being that you have access to regionally blocked internet things.
Yeah.
So, it's good quality stuff, guys. Go check them out. But anyway, that's it for predictions. We will be back with you on Monday for the predictions recap, where we're going to talk about, like which games we got right, which games well, we're going to talk about what the record is, and then we're going to talk about specifically the games that we got wrong, so that we can kind of break down what happened and kind of have a better idea of all that stuff. Go check out my power rankings on ATB Network, because that kind of ties in a lot with what we do here. Actually, no, you know what? We're not going to be doing this on Monday, the live stream, because me and Thomas are actually going to be broadcasting an NFL game. I'm going to be doing play-by-play. He's going to be doing color commentary for the Monday night game for Colorcast, and that's so. If y'all want to go check us out on Monday, go check us out there.
Shout out to Colorcast, y'all.
We'll do the predictions recap live. I guess what we say, we're gonna record the episode on Tuesday, so I guess we'll just do the live recap on Tuesday too.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, there'll be no NFL game going on, but it'll still be a fun time. Come,
we'll make it fun. We'll make it
beer, do whatever. So thanks for listening, everybody, and that's gonna do it for this one.
Go Browns.
Who dey?